Right, so this is a job that's become a bit of a yearly one, which is potting up chilli plants. And these, which we had in the last, I put them in the last video I did, the greenhouse tour. Oh, that one's dead. Quite old chilli plants now. So this one here, as you can see, it looks almost, it's quite woody at the bottom. It's about 3 years old and is still producing chilies. And we've got this one here, which I'm going to put the two of them in the same pot. Also about 3 years old now, and is still, if you look, yeah, there's a flower coming. They look a little bit bedraggled, and the reason for that is because we've overwintered them in the house. Generally speaking, with chilli plants, especially in the UK, people use them, they treat them as annuals, but chilies are actually a perennial. If you lived in South America, you know, they're native. There's actually a few more flowers on that one as well down the bottom. Just there. So if you lived in South America where these were native, you'd probably find that they did a lot better, especially when the weather gets cold. These are very much an experiment, which happily has worked. So I'm just going to repot them, have a quick look at the roots. I'll probably put both these ones in the same pot. That one's a jalapeno, and the other one I think is a little, I can't remember what name it is though. Okay, obviously I'll get them out of the pots first and have a quick look at the roots. You don't have to repot them, I suppose, if you experiment trying to keep them alive over winter, but it gives them fresh compost, because chilies are heavy feeders. Nice worm in there, that'll go for the chickens probably. Obviously that one has not made it, unfortunately, but we have just planted some more seeds. There you go. Yeah, doesn't look particularly pretty, it has to be said, but it is fine. It's dried out a little bit. Overwintering them is quite easy. You just need to keep them warm and keep them somewhere sunny, because they like a bit of light. Don't water them too much though, so if they look dry, give them a bit of water, and once the sort of weather starts to warm up a bit, then you can start watering them and feeding them. So all I'm going to do now is just pop that there. Some compost in a pot. This is again a mix of our own making. So it's shop bought compost, our own compost, and a bit of sort of sandy, gritty stuff for a bit of drainage. There's that one. Let's have a look at this one here, because they're going both in the same pot. Let's try and get it out. And this one's obviously been a bit wetter in the house. Hopefully it'll be okay. So let's get rid of these ones, because there's no point in keeping them. They're not going to do anything. Once they start to grow a bit as well, we'll give them a bit of a prune, cut off anything that's like that, dead. You can nip the growing tips out as well, and that'll make them produce more branches or shoots, and they'll have more chilies on them. The roots on this one aren't too bad. Chilies aren't the only plants you can do it with. You can do it with peppers as well. I want the bell peppers, Californian Wonder, you could do it with those. Again, it's just a matter of keeping them warm and not too wet, but not letting them dry out as well. Some people might say it's a lot of hassle to go through, having loads of pots in the house in the winter. If you're lucky enough to have a heated greenhouse, then that would be probably better. Unfortunately, this one's not heated, and I'm not even sure, even if it was heated, whether it would be warm enough over winter for the plants to survive. But as experiments go, it's worked quite well. So that's something you could perhaps try. Save some of your chilli plants after they've finished and see if you can keep them alive over winter. And that way you start getting chilies a little bit earlier. There we go. That's it. I'll give it a water and a feed as well. You can just use a standard tomato feed for them. That does quite well. That's it. Done, pretty much. I've just got the rest to do now. So, yeah, something else a bit more interesting than just planting up bulbs, which I seem to have done most of the time. What I've done videos. But there you go. So, there's our three-year-old chilli plants. Still going strong, and we'll probably carry on for another couple of years if we can keep them alive over winter. Alright, thanks for watching. So there we are, there's the chillies all potted up now, and the peppers. See, this one's got a pepper coming. So these are a mix of, there's a flower on that one. These are a mix of peppers, so like California Wonder, that type of thing, and chilies. And some of them look a little worse for wear, like those ones over the back you can see, but they will perk up. It's probably because they haven't had a lot of water, to be honest with you. And even when we've pruned them right back, you can see with this one, they start to grow again. So they are pretty much like a shrub, as long as you can keep them alive over winter. These ones, when we tidy them up, we'll probably use these bits to take cuttings. There you go. So, yeah, 3-year-old chilli plants. Let's see if we can keep them going for a 4th year. Thanks for watching.